Well. As we get started, welcome to Empathic 1111 Movement with MARTU. Um, I'm a radio host. Um, I don't like titles, but I would like to say I'm a self-help coach when it comes to life. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down into simple terms. I should say that. Um, I also help artists, musical artists get heard. I'm known in 53 different countries because of my radio show. And, it is what it is. Been doing radio ever since 2015. So I'm 6 years in. I've been a tarot reader for at least almost a year. It would be a year at the end of the month, really around the 22nd. So I've been a tarot reader for a year, really getting into the depthness of being a tarot reader and understanding, um, um, having a deeper understanding of what the cards mean, even in each new deck that I ever received. So, no longer do I call myself a novice. I am a tarot reader and I do love doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking to just help you in the areas of love, you know what I mean? But I'm also helping you along in your journey. So this reading is really for the divine feminine, things that we need to look out for, things that we need to deal with, things that we need to deal with, even when it comes to the divine masculine, and things that even come to us within developing our own yin and yang of blending the divine feminine, divine masculine within ourselves as divine feminines. Okay. All right. If you didn't get a chance to check out the Aries reading from the last few days, check that out. Maybe that can also give you some insight as well. Especially if you got Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Venus, you know what I'm saying, your rising, you know what I mean? So we're going to check the energy. If you're wondering what crystals I deal with, this is selenite with I forgot what the other piece of stone is, but this is selenite. It helps cleanse the energy, and selenite wand. So I'm very attracted to the healing stones. This is an orgone pyramid with selenite, a little bit of black tourmaline, but a rejuvenated crystal with a copper in it. You know what I'm saying? This one is for healing and cleansing energy. Okay. Matter of fact, let's even clear the energy a little bit stronger. Okay. Okay. With the fact that I register as a divine feminine, and I'm just getting done talking about healing, and healing is an everyday process. Okay. Divine feminine, it's an everyday process. You're going through if anything, you're going through a dark night of the soul almost every day, cleansing, renewing, having a sense of newness every day. Not every day is going to be peaches and cream, but understanding that the more and more you become more productive in your day, your week, your month, you understand the rejuvenation of how spirit and the archangels rejuvenate you through the healing. You know, if you taking the time out to meditate, you know what I'm saying, sage at home, you know what I'm saying, not really saying much at this moment because we're still in the process of this scorpionic energy, which especially during Taurus season, this energy is a little tough to navigate through, and we have to be able to push. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to push whatever it is that we got going on within our our, our sphere of influence. And it's not that you're ignoring anything, it's just you might be asking for specific things, you know what I'm saying? Because this is manifestation time, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in your high priestess energy, this is manifestation time. So, you know, you being more careful about what you say, how you say it, why you say it, you know what I'm saying? And it's all kind of like having that 369 intentional energy of, okay, you're sitting in a stage of silence, you're not really even saying anything at home as much, and it's like, okay, be careful what you say, be careful how you say this, you know. And then two, that also plays a part of the divine masculine, your divine masculine, where now you got to understand what is really going on when it comes between you and your divine masculine. So everything that you're dealing with internally, even though you're in this Queen of Swords energy, you still got to show compassion, and you still got to show love. You know, even at a distance, you got to show love, you got to show compassion. And that's kind of hard sometimes when you've been heartbroken or let down, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to check the energies. This is what you need to know on your journey, okay? I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Not only that, a good start off in the week. Okay, Mondays could be tough, Tuesdays could be tough. Trust me, I know. Because 9 times out of 10, my first day back is actually Wednesday, back to work, and it feels like a Monday. Like, damn, I got to get back through this again. You know, so I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Not only that, having a wonderful, productive week. Okay. So, what is it that you need to know on your journey? Okay. What is it that you need to know on your journey so that you can continue to move on this journey? Now, why is there a difference between divine feminine and divine masculine? Those are two different energies. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You could be a divine feminine and you could be a female, or you could be a male. You could be a divine masculine, either male or female. Okay, it's just energy. Okay, it's just energy. Biggest thing that I'm really realizing about divine feminine is divine feminine, you are in your own lane. Okay, you cannot be compared to anybody else. You cannot be compared to no other divine feminine. You are unique within your own. Okay, we're gonna pull 5 cards and then we're gonna see what the energies pull. Okay. Awareness, high intuitive information. And as you can see in the picture, yes, your intuition is popping, but at the same time, look at his face. eyes wide open, but not really saying anything. Just, standing in the now of knowing. Okay. Staying in tune with your intuition. That is so important. Okay. Conflict and defeat. Now, from what I get from this card, the conflict and defeat is really probably the place where it's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's in your heart. You feel like you failed your divine masculine. You feel like you failed yourself. And honestly, divine feminine, you haven't really defeated yourself. It's just you can't believe things have went down the way they did, and it's kind of hard for you to, just accept the full bounty that you gonna have to move on without the divine masculine. Okay. And spirit, and if you look at the card, spirit is really trying to just help you move along, lift you up, what I'm saying, lighten those dark places of defeat and conflict that you need to overcome as an individual. Okay. Because when we feel defeated, it's like sometimes there's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? But deep down, spirit is letting you know, yes, there is. There is some coming back from feeling defeated. Okay. Next card is wisdom. Okay. Look up the number 55, the angelic number of 55, because we got 2 5s out here right now. All right. Wisdom. You're gaining wisdom on a situation. You're gaining wisdom on a family situation. You're gaining wisdom. You have the sun backing you, full of rays, shining upon you. You have nothing but wisdom, divine feminine. And you're looking at situations that deem you to be a little bit wiser. You know what I'm saying? Like you going into this book of knowing. Look at the book. It's red. You know what I'm saying? You're holding on to your power. You know what I'm saying? Your power is your wisdom. And you're not allowing anyone to take advantage of that wisdom, take advantage of that power. You're holding on to it. And spirit is just shining down on you like, hey, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Material harvest. As I talked about earlier, we're in this stage of manifestation. And the things that we have been praying or asking spirit for, or we're going deep within about, it's like we know it's coming. We're a little bit impatient, but it's, with that impatience, it's guiding us into a place of meditation, meditating on the material harvest, meditating on what to do, how to do it. If you look at the 2 buildings with the pillars, building a firm foundation. And at the same time, if you look above on his head, you see the sun again shining, you know what I'm saying? Shining that information into your spirit. And it's almost like a grounding, you know what I'm saying? A grounding of knowing you're on the right path. And you're expecting a material harvest. Even though you can't see it, it's there. Even though it hasn't totally manifested itself, it's there. It's there. It's coming. It's moving. And, if you look at this card again, he's in green. I don't think you can manifest without being in your heart space, healing the heart, taking the time out to do the dark night of the soul through meditation and receiving that the good karma. This is now it's time for your good karmic payout. Okay. Partnerships and alliances. And I think that is also a part of your awareness, is who can you partner up with? Okay. Who can you partner up with? Who's really strong in your corner that is going to help you move and maneuver into those places of partnership. Partnership doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a relationship with someone. Partnership could be a business relationship, not sexual, none of the other stuff, but just a partnership in, manifesting, going into business, being able to understand the difference. Okay. Being able to see, being able to, write up a plan, what I'm saying? Creating alliances with people that are well trusted and have the same like-mindedness as you. Authority. As I look at this card, this looks like you're just standing in your power. You see all, you know all, you're moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Standing your ground on things that that need to be stood your ground on. You know what I'm saying? Not letting anyone in your space, kind of looks like a bouncer in that spot. Look at the numbers, the angelic number 555. Okay. Because authority and awareness equals 5. You know what I'm saying? And bottom of the deck, like I said, standing in your power. That's important. You're standing in your power. You see what's coming. Okay? You see what's coming with a lot of wisdom. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Now, as I was speaking about healing, every once in a while, Spirit had me pull these cards out. So I feel like that's needed now, because we need to know what things that we need to heal from, have an understanding of grief of, and knowing that in our healing, we're led in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? That is so important. And Divine Feminine, even as you heal and as you start putting things in order, in proper order, Spirit will begin to let you know, okay, in this area you're doing a little bit too much, in this area you're doing a little bit too much, trying to, lower that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because Spirit wants you to continually stand in your power. Okay? There's certain traumas that we got to overcome. There's certain elements of darkness that we still got to overcome. We're not 100%, healed. We can say all that we want, that we're healed and we're overcoming, but certain things still trigger us. You know what I'm saying? And those triggers are what Spirit is really trying to get our attention to. Okay? Healing. And it says, forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. If you have trouble with the word forgiveness, you may use letting go or finding peace. Be willing to find a little forgiveness today. So this could be speaking about how we feel about the divine masculine right now. This could be also being able to forgive ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Or being able to forgive those that have hurt us around about us, you know, taking advantage of us, you know what I'm saying? And it is very important that we learn how to forgive and just let it go. Forgive and let it go. And I think the forgiving part is easy, but the letting go part isn't so much. Okay. And I think the letting go after, you know, saying I forgive you is the hardest because it's kind of like ammo. You hold all that information in as ammo, and the only thing you're doing with that ammo is reliving and re-hurting the situation. You know what I mean? That's all that is. It's it's reopening up a wound that hasn't totally healed. It's just like a scab, and you peel that scab off. It's like, wow, okay, that hasn't totally healed. So we might as well leave that scab alone. You know what I mean? Your response to loss. Children are often forgotten grievers. Include your children in the grief. So if you got children and your children are responding to the grief, just like it says, children are often the forgotten grievers. Children grieve too, okay? Because they're wondering about the situations that they are witnessing with their eyes, what they see. You know what I'm saying? This could go back to your childhood, not being able to grieve. You know, maybe you was taught that you was never supposed to cry. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you start crying, and it is a healing to the things that you have lost as a child. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you have to embrace yourself. You know what I mean? Understanding grief. Grief must be witnessed. We all want our life, death, and grief witnessed. We don't want to feel alone. That's big. We don't want to feel alone in our grief. Our life, death, and grief. You know, we want everything to be seen. And from time to time that is okay. But I think sometimes that wanting us to be seen in our grief has to come just natural, where someone really notices that we are grieving, and can they understand what we're grieving about? Can they relate? Last but not least, it says understanding grief. In acceptance, sometimes we have to allow our loved one to be fully dead before we allow ourselves to fully live. Let me read that again. In acceptance, sometimes we have to allow our loved one to be fully dead before we allow ourselves to fully live. This talks about letting go. From what I'm receiving from this card, this talks about letting go. Letting go probably of the divine masculine, so that we can learn how to fully live our best life. It's not that we don't want them to be around us. It's about like totally letting go. Not an easy process, but in order to live, and I can relate to this myself, you know, there's times I think about my divine masculine, but at the same time, I know I got to just let it go, because until things change within them, you know what I'm saying, I got to be able to continue to move on with my own life. You know what I mean? Last but not least, we have your response to loss. Anger is a part of healing grief, but don't let anger grow in you. Find healthy ways to release it. Scream in the car, exercise, hit a pillow, or write a letter to your anger. Uh, I'm surprised it says hit a pillow. I've witnessed the scream in the car. Most people do exercise when they're angry, but this is also um, what it's saying is it's healing. There's times that you could be, out in the, even at home, and you're still mad about certain situations when it comes to your divine masculine. That's natural. Not only that, that could be, healing of certain things that could be going on your job, your partnerships when it comes to business. You know what I'm saying? Anger is part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying? Being able to go in the bathroom and just vent, you know what I'm saying? And then get back on the floor and do what you need to do. you know, don't think I'm being insensitive to anger. It's just the fact of the matter is that anger plays a part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying? Amen to that. Shit. What's going on in the path, Spirit? What's going on in the path right now? Because I'm really just asking Spirit what cards to navigate to. Yeah, I'm always drawn to the ISIS Oracle cards, even when I first come in the office. It's like these are very powerful Oracle cards here that talk about um, the divine feminine, divine masculine in such a way that it's healing, because you're dealing with Isis. Isis is the god of healing. She is a female goddess. Okay, she is a female goddess, and also a divine feminine ascended master. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Ancient ancestor to our wisdom of the universe and the knowledge of it. Okay, and here we go. Serpent of fire, priestess of the serpent sisterhood. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about be wise as a serpent, harmful as a dove. And serpent of the fire, wisdom within your power, because even cobras back then were a symbol of power, a symbol of knowing. Not only that, serpent also represents the kundalini process of energy, where the serpent starts from the root chakra and activates all the chakras and reaches the pineal gland for enlightenment, embodiment, to be able to see everything for what it is and for what it's not. So you really are standing in the place of being able to have a kundalini awakening. Okay, wakening up to your true essence, your true power. Wow, this is interesting. The initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady of Isis. Initiation. This initiation is your enlightenment, being able to see, to be able to forecast what's going on around you. Okay. being able to see without having to speak. You know what I'm saying? Having that knowing, you know what I'm saying? And being initiated in that knowing. That plays a part of your awareness and your wisdom from the first set of cards. And not only that, you standing in your power. Flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. And that plays a good part of understanding grief. It says in acceptance, sometimes we have to allow our loved one to be fully dead before we allow ourselves to fully live, or being able to, you know, continue the conquest. Okay, we're manifesting right now. Okay, in our creativity, we need that wisdom uh and that energy of being able to create, or be able to if you're a tarot reader, be able to tap in and be able to speak a message from the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're in that manifestation power right now, and you're walking in it. I even said that earlier at the very beginning of the reading, is we're in that place of manifestation power because of the scorpionic energy that has been released on the last full moon. Okay. Soul retrieval, deep soul healing with the goddess, being able to call certain pieces of your soul back to you. We kind of like just let ourselves go a little bit before we, you know, entered into this journey, giving bits and pieces of our soul to probably loved ones, family members, friends, co-workers, lovers. And those pieces of the soul, we need to start learning in meditation to call back to ourselves so that we can be able to be whole again. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, we don't feel like we're whole anymore. And we need to dig deeper into our healing, you know, our healing potential. You know what I'm saying? Divine Sun Child, blessings of the Sun Falcon. Divine Soul Child. Now I'm going to put down the cards and I'm going to read this particular card from the book. And if you're a tarot reader, don't ever think you just, you know, got it together. You know what I'm saying? As a tarot reader, some things that need to be read and some things don't. So you just got to go by your intuition here. Ooh, this was long. Okay, let's read it anyway. Divine Sun Child, blessings of the Sun Falcon. All right. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the divine Sun Child, Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now, beloved initiate. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil. Just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert, blessings of the Sun Falcon herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It is your time to burn bright. That plays a part of your intuition. Okay. And as continues, Horus, the divine sun child of Isis and Osiris, was born out of impossible circumstances through the great devotion of his mother, Isis, and her loving determination to heal her husband and bring him back to life, to eventually become king of Egypt, defeating dark forces that would seek to destroy him and all that he loved with great triumph. It is a story of the divine hero of Egypt. It is also a metaphor for our inner world. Mm. Our divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and the triumph of creativity over destruction born of fear and hate. She must never give up her belief in her ideals. Our divine feminine is our body, whether man or woman, our inner values, and the ideas that make our hearts beat stronger and feel right within our belly. With such love for her inner divine masculine, she never gives up on her belief in him either, and in her desire for her togetherness. It leads to his healing, even if he has been lost, fragmented, and thought dead. That's interesting. The divine masculine is our spirit, whether woman or man, that our body desires to unite with, to help it to come to life and light in a new and blissful way. The love in our hearts calls our spirit home into our bodies. We become able we become able to stand firm, take action, and make choices that allow our inner ideals to become part of our world. We live according to our values, not just hold them inside of ourselves. Finally, as our divine feminine and divine masculine unite within our bodies, a new golden consciousness is born. There is the sun child Horus, with an eye that is the moon and an eye that is the sun, representing the perfect balance of masculine and feminine in harmony with each other. The divine sun child is the new life. I mean, is the new self. New self, new life, filled with love, light, and power in the world. It is the authentic self, living the inner truths in the outer world, an agent of healing on this planet, and inspiration for others to be hope to be bold, brave, and vivid enough to walk their own path to eventually receive these same blessings. As the sun falcon, with a burning golden solar disk above his head, he descends to you now, blessing you with great light, good tidings, and creative potency to manifest your life's legacy, that which has meaning and preciousness to your heart and soul successfully. He is he is the sign that your heart needs to know it will triumph. The solar principle for which he stands honors creativity and light in all forms: music, art, writing, and more. What is in your heart? Are you building a spiritual legacy in your life now? Even if from seemingly small or impossible beginnings, great things are possible for you and your creative spirit. To allow these sacred blessings to empower your creative birth now, in many ways, you are guided to let go of thoughts or feelings that it is impossible or too hard or cannot be done. Honoring the need to create as part of your natural life experience is a way for you to receive these blessings. You are born to shine like the sun. You must, no, not you must. You just are, and there is no question that it will happen. The oracle of the sun falcon can also indicate a new life changing opportunity on its way to you. When your heart sings, say yes. Do not give up until you have your success. The sun will shine on you. You will succeed. So basically, if this was also talking about the divine masculine, basically your creative efforts, or whatever you're doing right now, is not only healing your divine masculine within you, it's also helping heal your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, in the regards of your life and your creativity, because your creativity and your ability to move forward is really going to help the divine masculine heal while they're also healing on their own. So it's kind of like two for one aspect. Okay. All right. Next card. The dark mysteries, into the chamber of the dark goddess. So this talks about the dark night of the soul, being able to go within, dealing with your dark, dealing with your light. And if you look at both sides of this beautiful goddess, one side is real light, the other side is real dark. If you look at that, it's almost like she's saying she is balanced because she's constantly dealing with her dark night of the soul. Okay. Last but not least, bottom of the deck. Wow. And I just talk about balance, right? Scales of balance, ancient Tandra of the soul, being able to balance yourself. Balance yourself. And you're beginning to become real good at balancing your energy, divine feminine. Okay. Um, I think we're going to Moonology deck, and we're just gonna let it go from there, because I think we have enough information of what's going on in our journey right now. Because divine feminine, we're learning that the more and more that we're going to a meditative state in our meditation and going into those dark closets of our inner selves, doing that dark night of the soul, you know, going in deep. I really believe that as we do that, the light gets brighter more and more. It gets lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter. Why? Because now you're illuminating certain things within yourself that you know you need to deal with, you know what I'm saying, and constantly purge out until it's no more. So that not only are you balanced within yourself, that also brings a balance to your divine masculine. And I'm not going to sit here a lot. The Isis Oracle is one of the most powerful oracle decks I've witnessed. You know what I'm saying? They're very powerful. So you know, I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? You really want some oracle cards that really speak the truth to a divine feminine and divine masculine. This is the deck to get. Okay. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. Just to let you know, you might not have listened to this on a Tuesday. You know, this might get to you. Energy is energy. So when this reaches you, divine feminine, this is for you. Okay, if it was meant for you to click on this reading, this was meant for you. Okay. Let me say this. I don't click on readings from my favorite tarot readings. I don't click on readings from our favorite tarot readers as if I'm not gaining anything. I'm learning something each time, even from my fellow tarot readers that I love personally. Okay. And so understanding that each tarot reader is different and they bring out different things that we all need to probably work on. Okay. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Everything needs love. That's including your divine masculine. And if your divine masculine comes back, okay, bring love into the situation. It's about you being able to let go, understand what happened, and have a compassionate heart. Okay? Maybe you need to embrace. And I'm not talking about that sexual embrace. I'm talking about maybe you need to embrace, like, hold that individual while they're talking so that they can feel safe around you instead of having to feel like they have to run. Okay? Emotions are running high. Of course, it's the Scorpionic energy moon. This is the super moon card. Of course, they are high. They're very high. Because there's a change, there's a shift. Nothing will come of this situation void, of course. Nothing will come of the situation. Now, whoever that's for, that's not for everybody. But nothing will come of the situation. At least not right now. I take this as do what you got to do right now. Move on. Move on. That speaks to the wisdom card. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation can also deal with the soul retrieval, the deep soul healing of the goddess, calling the different pieces of your soul back to yourself. Okay. Doing your dark night of the soul when it comes to the dark mysteries. Okay. Nothing to come in the situation to the point where you're being initiated into your spiritual walk. You and your loved ones are safe. And maybe for a few of y'all, yes, your spirit team is protecting your family, so there's no need to worry. And it says the answers you need are coming. So patience is needing underneath the full moon in Gemini. Okay. Last but not least, luck is on your side. You're moving in the right direction. Luck is on your side. You see certain things manifesting. So there's really no need to worry. Just work on yourself, Divine Feminine. Just work on yourself. Now, I don't feel like Spirit really wants to talk about anything else, so I'm just going to leave everything as is. I hope that what you heard in this reading helps you as far as guidance, renewal of what Spirit is already probably just telling you, and go about the day rejoicing that you got what you need for the day. Okay. All right, y'all. Until next time, love you, love and light.